What if I am blank just because I believe I am? Got to thinking about this today. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, day 974 of What's She Up To Now, documenting the journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. Since it's day 974, obviously been doing this for a little while and have not achieved, or I'm not done yet, right? I'm not finished yet. Well, the secret is we're never done. We're never finished with the things that we're becoming, doing, being, and having and creating in our lives and in the world, hopefully. So today I was doing a setup for success in between get up and go challenges. I like to do during COVID for sure this get up and go challenge where it started out as, I think the first one was a 10-day, but then I've done, this will be on October 1st, my fourth or the fourth 30-day get up and go challenge. I feel like it's morphine. It's not really mine anymore. It's the get up and go challenge. It's not like a challenge, my challenge. It's a challenge for people that want to guarantee that they're better off after a change or a challenge or a setback or an obstacle or whatever you call it, something that's different. And when the circumstances around us are different, a guaranteed way of responding and dealing with them to ensure that we're better off after that change or challenge than before it happened. So I started doing it for myself as part of COVID and bringing a group of people along with me, and we've just been building on it ever since then. So October 1st through 31st, we're going to do it again. Another 30-plus day challenge, which is in just a couple of days. Yikes, just a couple of days. We're going to start that on Thursday. Do people usually start their challenges on Thursdays? No. Do people usually do them 7 days a week or 30 days in a row or plus? No. They have all kinds of little rules and regulations and ways of doing them, and to each their own. Everybody gets to do what they want to do. So I was thinking today's lesson, in between challenges, I just didn't want to disappear. So I've been sharing every day in September, except for the first couple days of the month because last challenge carried over, a lesson that I've learned in my life over my 60 years of trial and error. Some things working out really, really well. Some things epically exploding and failing because they didn't work out well for me. And just sharing my personal experiences and what's worked, what hasn't, as I've created the things that I've wanted to create in my life and some of those lessons learned. So today's was about belief and beliefs. And after I was done talking about it, I got to thinking, well, what if everything that we are, everything we believe about ourselves is just things that we've created because we believe them? What if, and I honestly am going to explore this today because I think it's absolutely positively true. At least it's true for me. I am the sum total of the beliefs and the feelings and the thoughts and the things I think about myself in terms of where I am, what I'm doing, what I'm capable of, what I will choose to do or won't choose to do, what I'm afraid to discover, what I'm afraid to look into, what I'm afraid to not look into. Everything, absolutely everything is tied to my beliefs about myself, my beliefs about everything. So that was an interesting one. I challenge people to unpack different things, and then I find myself unpacking even more than I've challenged other people to unpack. So I got to thinking, well, what if I am a certain way just because I believe I am? What if I'm stubborn just because I believe I'm stubborn? What if I'm chubby just because I believe I'm chubby? What if I'm healthy just because I believe I'm healthy? Can't we take, of course we can take anything that's bothering us and we can turn it around by adopting the belief that we are the opposite of that. So I'm going to experiment with that over the next couple of weeks and months and probably the rest of my life and see how that works out. But I'm going to adopt the belief that I am what I say I am just because I believe and say that I am. And I will create that reality in my life and in my existence. So that's my weird mind twist for the day. Supersize Your Business was about chilling out and relaxing, and the 6-step process I shared for how do you do that, which is incidentally the same 3 to 5 to 6 to 7 to how many ever steps you want process for doing anything, for achieving anything, for getting anything we want. We can make life as complicated as we want, or we can simplify it and we can say, well, what do I really need to do to get what I want? Well, number one, you have to know what you want. Number two, you have to look at and believe that there's different possibilities and different ways of getting what you want. Then you have to analyze and brainstorm alternatives, look at those alternatives, pick one, and start moving toward it. If it moves you toward what you want, gets you the result. Positive is moving toward what you want. Negative, moving away from what you want. It's positive, you move toward it, you do more of it, or you do the next thing on your list of possible actions to move you toward what you want. And then You just watch your results and you continue repeating the process until you get the result that you want, till you become the person that you want to become, till you achieve the thing that you want to achieve. It's really, it can be that simple, or it can be as complicated as you want to make it. So often we overcomplicate the things that we want to do and the things that we do in our life because of all kinds of excuses and all kinds of reasons. But it usually boils down to being afraid of something. Is it easy to say that we're afraid of stuff? No, but we all absolutely positively are. And so often we're acting on the thing we're afraid of, not on the thing that we want. Fun challenge today was all about your favorite colors. What are your favorite colors and what are they like? Like the author wrote that her favorite colors are of the sea. So she likes sea colors. I said sunrise, sunset because I like rainbow colors. Or I guess mine would be nature, the color of the rainbow, because I like all different colors. I really do like most colors, except for some really, gross ones. But guess what? Gross is relative. Liking is relative. We get to decide what we do or do not like. So those were the challenges I'm working on today. I'm working and putting together. I didn't realize how close it was to the 1st of October. I kind of got a shock this weekend. Had company and I realized, oh my gosh, today's already only a few days away from the next Get Up and Go challenge. So I need to actually line out and frame that up today. I'm doing some different things with this challenge that I'm really excited about. I want to make sure that every day, and I'm kind of afraid to say it because I don't have one for every day yet. I want to make sure that every day has a tool or a technique that I've used successfully in my life as a strategy to move me forward. I want it to be related to the topic that we're talking about on that day. So I'm going through my toolbox and my past use of tools and techniques and strategies and things that have worked for me. And I'm trying to make sure that I have 31 of those, one for sure to match up to each day of the challenge. And I just came up with that idea this last week. So I have not, I don't have 31 yet, but I guarantee I will have by the end of the challenge because I just committed that I'm going to do it. So I want to make sure I have that. So in addition to a lesson for each day and an example and how I've used it in my life or other people. I like to share my own examples because I think that is more powerful than sharing other people's. I like to share other people's examples too of what they've done and what's worked for them. But I don't know that that's as powerful as me saying, hey, this is how I messed this up and this is what I had to go through to fix it. And if I can do it, frickin' anybody else can do it. I'm a frickin' blind 60-year-old, legally blind 60-year-old woman. And if I can figure this stuff out, then you certainly can. So that's what I'm working on. And that's what I really need to focus on for the next couple of days is making sure I get all those pieces. I never have a painful confession here, not so painful. When I'm going to do a video or training or share something, I don't have it all written out and scripted. Obviously, right? Obviously is how I get off on all the tangents I get off on. But I do have an idea, a topic, an outline of the key points of what I want to cover. So, for example, today I talked about, I'm going to show you my notebook. I talked about beliefs today. Now, here's the sad truth. I can write this stuff down, but I can't read it. I write it down because it reinforces what I want to talk about in my mind so I can remember it when it comes time to talk about it. I should have a giant television screen. I've got a 62-inch TV. I should have that behind me with my notes and things on it, and my outline on it, but I don't. I've had to figure out how to do things without being able to see my notes. And so it's part of why my stuff sounds so non-scripted, because it is non-scripted. But I'll have some key points that I want to talk about on that topic. So when I wanted to talk about beliefs today, I wanted to talk about feelings and emotions and thoughts and actions and how they all play together based on our beliefs and how we get our beliefs. And then I wanted to have an action item of, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this 6-step process that we just talked through, and I want you to just pick one belief, one thought, one thing that comes up for you today, and dig a little deeper into that belief. So I have a plan and a strategy of what I want to cover and what I want to talk about, but how it comes out, pretty much a free-for-all, right? And would experts tell you, oh my gosh, that's terrible, you have to say the same thing every day and have the same 3 key messages, and that's the only thing you ever talk about? Well, okay, if that's all you've got to talk about and it's all about you making money and building your business, go for it. But if you really want to help people need a lot more than 3 topics, 3 things that are going on in their life that they need help with and want to talk about. That's it. Go out, have an absolutely amazing day. It's an awesome Monday. I love Mondays. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love Mondays. My son-in-law just took off for the airport. My daughter and son ran him over. He's going back to Colorado to do some work on his, get a journeyman certification, a certification for one of his trainings that he needs to have. That's another big dramatic story. Of course, life throws us curveballs all the time. And you know what? My family, my life is no exception. That's it. That's all I've got today. Go out, make it an absolutely amazing day. If you've got any ideas or things that you'd like to see that and make sure that I cover in the next Get Up and Go challenge, please share those. Hit me up in the comments below. If there's a tool or a strategy or a technique or a method or something that you've learned over your lifetime that's really served you well that you think would help other people, share that in the comments below too, because maybe I've never heard of it, and I'll check it out, look it up, and I might use it. Anyway, that's it. Have an absolutely amazing day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow, letting you know what I'm doing as I transition from the brick and mortar world to the online world. Take care.